Ever heard the joke every time Peter Parker pulls out a Mary Jane, he goes, Spider-Man! Sorry about that, guys. I apologise. You know how I start my videos. So, first of all, I'd like to take the opportunity and say thank you very much to everyone who subscribed the first time on my episode 1 and who liked the videos, and hence why I'm here for the second one. And hopefully we can keep on doing good stuff and good reviews. So, welcome to Rishi's Reviews, and what am I reviewing today? I am reviewing Venom. Now let's get this straight, I'm not reviewing the film Venom, because the film hasn't come out yet. It's not coming out till the 6th of October, so I haven't seen it yet, or have I? But anyway, what I am actually here is to tell you about Venom the character. So I'll be reviewing Venom the character. So when you go to watch film, you get a bit of concept of who Venom is, what his background story is, because a lot of you don't know. You're going to go to cinema, be confused and think, well, what's going on? So, Venom. The first time we saw Venom was obviously in the comics, but the first time we ever saw Venom was in, well, we saw him on the big screen, was in Spider-Man 3. Now, Spider-Man 3 wasn't about... No, I'm talking about Venom, not Spider-Man. Sorry, mate, this one ain't about you. I'll review you next time. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know where that old-ass Spider-Man came from. But anyway, so yeah, the first time we saw Venom was in the movie Spider-Man 3. Don't you dare stay back. I'm watching you. Right. Yeah, so the first time we saw Spider-Man obviously was, the first time we saw Venom was in Spider-Man 3. Now, I didn't think Spider-Man 3 was a bad movie, but it had so much going on, it confused people, you had so many bad characters. Obviously you had the Green Goblin, like, you know, you had bloody, you had Venom himself, you know, as a symbiote character. You then had Sandman, I don't know what was going on there. So there was obviously lots of bits here and there which kind of confused the movie. Not to mention, we had bloody evil Tobey Maguire, which, to be honest with you, I'm a fan of the old Spider-Man characters. You know, I loved the first Spider-Man, it's my childhood. And I didn't think Tobey Maguire was a bad Spider-Man, he was a great Spider-Man. I just didn't like the way he played evil Peter Parker in the third one. I mean, if you remember that, with his little hair just flipped on one side and go, hey Mary Jane, I love you Mary Jane, Mary Jane. Hey Mary Jane, you can't leave me, Mary Jane. With that smiley face. You know, and that really pissed the shit out of me. Sorry guys, I don't like swearing in my videos, but that character there, I was like, But yeah, either way, you know, but Tobey Maguire, I like you, and I think you were great in first Spider-Man 1 and 2. I just thought that whole thing about evil Spider-Man didn't work for me. So, who is Venom? Where did Venom come from? What are you about to watch on the 6th of October? Now, if we go by the old Marvel folklore comic fandom kind of thing, so Venom came from a planet. It comes from outer space, and it first attached itself, and the character itself is a symbiote. And it's like this little kind of, a symbiote is like this squidgy black kind of thing, like that. Squidgy black. Spider-Man, do me a favour. Where's your mask not on?
That's cool. I didn't know I had this cut. Go on, what do you want?
Yeah, put that, we'll smoke that later.
Oh,
just put it in there. Anyway, so, yeah, sorry about that, guys. Venom is a symbiote. This is like little squidgy black sticky sort of thing, and we first saw its appearance in Spider-Man Little Secret War, in the comic Secret Wars, where they find out of space, they come across this planet, and the symbiote attaches itself to Spider-Man. Now the symbiote, like I said, is an alien creature. It finds a host to attach itself to someone, and once it does, it kind of thrives off that person to stay alive. Now, depending on who the person is, it can be good or bad, or even, you know, or terrible and stuff like that. The first time it attached to anyone was Peter Parker. So Peter Parker obviously had good and bad in him. So Venom ended up being this kind of character where at night he'll take over Spider-Man's kind of body, go off and do good, you know. But that then put Spider-Man in trouble, because the way Venom would do good was probably his crime-fighting ways weren't the best, if that makes sense. The second person he kind of adapted his body to, or attached to, the symbiote attached his body to, was Eddie Brock. Now the movie we're about to see, Venom, is about Eddie Brock. Now this is a Sony-made movie. I don't know how well Sony can pull this off. The trailers look good, they look dark, they look a bit gritty. Which is a Venom character, but going back in the past, Sony haven't done a great job with Marvel. I know it's an association with Marvel, but haven't done a great job with Marvel type of films. Having said that, the trailers do look fantastic. So this seems to be a story pre-hand when the symbiote comes down. So Eddie Brock is a reporter who's trying to find out about kind of what's going in the dark depths of this laboratory somewhere where the symbiote is obviously they're doing tests on. As he's going in to do his heavy duty reporting, the symbiote obviously at some point attaches itself to Eddie Brock, and this is where they take on this form of Venom. Now, Eddie Brock, and we can see in the trailers, he's sitting there saying like, who are you? You know, we can't hurt anyone unless we do good. Venom being this kind of nasty type of negative creature is trying to say, well, you know, I'm gonna do good, but we got to do it in a bad sort of way. We see him biting people's heads off and all sorts of stuff. So it's gonna be an interesting character to watch. Tom Hardy plays these characters to a T. He's fantastic with them. We saw him do it with Bane. We've seen him do it in The Craze. We've seen him do it in many films. So hopefully he can do justice between kind of Eddie Brock, playing the character of Eddie Brock, and Venom in one. So it's going to be quite exciting. And that's going to be the movie that I'll be reviewing hopefully in the next week and a half, and I'll tell you if it's good or not. So that's the character that you'll be looking at when the movie hits cinemas in 6th of October. And guys, that's about it for me today. This is me signing out, and I'd love to see you in the next week and a half, guys. Please hit the notifications, please subscribe. See you very soon.
Why you got toilet paper on your drink?
So I don't get done for copywriting, and I'll decide to have a drink after work.
Do your other face.
What face?
Your Toby Maguire face.
Well, I'm not doing Toby Maguire face.
Come on.
Look like Toby Maguire. Hey, Mary Jane. You like my Mary Jane? You know, one of the weirdest things about Spider-Man films that I've realised in the film. Do you know, not Mary Jane, Aunt May. I have come to actually a conclusion. Aunt May is actually Benjamin Button.
How?
Have you not noticed she's actually got younger throughout the films? She started off as this old granny, yeah, then she started off as this young little kind of woman type of thing in The Amazing Spider-Man. Now you look at she's fucking hot. Anyway, guys, hope to see you very soon. Take care. Signing out. See you next week.